Welcome back. You're watching Urban Reality on CNBC TV 18 with me, Manisha Natarajan. We can all feel the summer heat and it's only the beginning of March. Spring is officially over. Now add to this the poor winter monsoon, which was only 33% of normal, and you know that water cuts in our cities are coming. We kick off our water crisis in Indian cities series with Bengaluru, which has already been alerted by a BBC report as the second most likely city in the world to run dry in a decade. My colleague Rukmini Rao brings you the ground reality from the IT capital.
Well, the Kaveri verdict might have brought in some cheer to us Bengaluru'S with a little bit of additional drinking water being given to the city. But the crisis is far from over. We are yet to reach the peak of summer, and as you can already see, the lakes in Bengaluru are drying up. So how are we going to be facing this summer is the biggest question. What the authorities need to do, what us citizens of the city need to do for this summer. In fact, I caught up with a few Bengaluru'S to ask them how to deal with this crisis, and this is what they had to say.
We are going to face a very scorching summer this time. And as already you are seeing the back of me, the lake is almost dried. This same lake was filled during the month of October. It rained heavily, and now it's almost dried. So you can just imagine the gravity of the situation which we will be going to have.
There should be a strict mandate regarding the rainwater harvesting in the flat, especially in the flat. Like clear initiative should be taken so that every flat has a rainwater harvesting so that the boreholes can be recharged. There are some of the sewage plants that are being now initiated in Bangalore. That should be a bit more when compared to the current situation. So recycle of water is a main thing, I guess.
All right, citizens, there and images showing that there already seems to be a dryness that Bengaluru is facing. Meenakshi, Ravikrishna, a co-team volunteer from the Bengaluru Water Warrior Group, and A.R. Shivakumar, Principal Scientific Officer of Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology, IISC, join us now on this discussion. You know, I'm going to ask you, Meenakshi, the first question. There have been counter reports with Bangalore Water and Sewage Department saying that there is really no water shortage, and this time there's more water in the dam too. We will be able to manage. We also have Bangalore citizenmatter.com website, which responded very strongly to the BBC report and said Bangalore gets good rains. We have commissioning of the Hesarghatta project, and we now get water only from one source, Kaveri. So why do you worry and show images of those dried up lakes? Would you agree that we are raising the red flag for no reason?
I do not believe in this statement saying that Bangalore is running out of water. Every summer during this time, March, we hear this again and again saying that there's going to be a water scarcity in Bangalore. It'll run for another 3 more months, and after the story vanishes, and for another 9 more months, we are very happy in Bangalore with water. It's just the hype that they are trying to create that there is no water in Bangalore. I hope Mr. Shivakumar also agrees with me.
Mr. Shivakumar, your report, in fact, alerts us to some very worrying statistics that groundwater is almost zero, and there are 90% lakes are encroached. Natural vegetation tree cover has reduced to 1/4. These are mind-boggling, or should I say mind-numbing figures.
No, don't worry. Any other city of this magnitude is going to face such situations. We have to prepare ourselves for that. In fact, the nature's gift, the natural resource what we have, if you properly manage, there shouldn't be really a crisis what it has been shown as of today. We are also taking a lot of measures. For example, the rainwater harvesting has been mandatory. Several apartments, homes and individuals have taken up this government initiatives through municipal corporation, the city corporation of Bangalore. Almost every stormwater drain, in the new layouts, there are going to be trenches for the groundwater recharge. Nearly 700 parks in Bangalore are waterproofed with rainwater harvesting, and public buildings are also being taken care. In the recent times, I think the regeneration of lakes and other things are happening, but a lot need to be done. We have to take it very seriously. We should say that this is a wake-up call.
All right, so let me look at some of the figures here. I get your point. You're saying this is a wake-up call, but I'm also looking at the figures. If that much has been done by the civic authorities, as both of you are saying, look, we are raising the red flag too early, but where? I mean, is anybody auditing the rainwater harvesting? The BSSW losses are so humongous. Meenakshi, what are we talking about here? I mean, is it that media is just painting things to negative, and really Bangaloreans are doing everything right to make sure there's enough water?
But actually here, though BWSSB has made it mandatory to do the rainwater harvesting, here what's happening at the ground level, since we are all civic workers working at ward level, is we have realized that the plumbers have been asked to do the rainwater harvesting, and there is no maintenance or check on those things. So there's a failure over there with rainwater harvesting in the first place. So rainwater catchment has not been done by the government, has not even been thought about it, wherein like liters and liters of rainwater is getting wasted.
So you're saying rainwater harvesting is the biggest solution. Mr. Shivakumar, drying up of lakes is not an issue at all because all the water comes from Kaveri, so why should we bother about recharging Bengaluru lakes? Is that the position?
No. It's completely wrong. As of today, nearly around 50% of Bangalore is dependent on rainwater. How is this means? The groundwater what we are using from the last 2 to 3 decades, we have been left and right drilling borewells. And my guess is more than 4 lakh borewells have been drilled, and nearly 50% of them are already dead and buried. They are dry. There's no water in it. And levels from nearly 100 to 150 feet, it has gone down to nearly 1,000 plus feet. So that's more than 300 meters deeper in the ground, and then we are extracting water from such great depths.
Okay, so now you're coming to the... Okay, so give me now 3 things that from a policy front or an actionable front, BWSSB should undertake immediately.
No, BWSSB has taken enough steps.
Okay.
For example, we have mandated for the buildings with the site area of more than 1,200 square feet, we should have rainwater harvesting. Only thing is we have to, the vigilance has to be there, the installation. So
who will do the vigilance, sir? Should it be the citizens or should it be BWSSB? Who will do this vigilance that the rainwater harvesting
from both sides.
systems are working?
I don't agree that we should take a stick and go to everyone's house. The citizens also have a responsibility that we should collect water. It's not that we just pay money and we get water. No, it's not a commodity to be treated like that. It's a natural resource which should be equitably distributed to every citizen of Bangalore, whether it's Kaveri water or rainwater. There are 2 help desks established, one in the Jayanagar Rainwater Harvesting Theme Park, other one in the Indian Institute of Science campus. From the last 7 years, we have been trying very hard to train plumbers, contractors, architects, and civilians will come, the public will come. It's all free service, and all the school children and college students have been educated on this, and there are a lot of quiz programs. All this outreach activity has been done.
Okay. All right. Meenakshi, I get it. All right. So here is Bangalore where BWSSB is doing enough, and you're saying that this is a city, Meenakshi, where citizens are very involved with the governance. I mean, probably the best in the country. How about, them using less water? Let's look at Cape Town and what has happened there, where they had to resolve to such low rationing. As the new buildings come up, their advertisements say rain shower. I mean, look at just the basic habits of people. How hard is that to change? Are you people working on that, or all the energies are on making rainwater harvesting systems work, because that's the very first step?
Okay, as Bengaluru Water Warriors, the first thing which we have done right now is going to the schools and colleges and creating awareness. And the second thing which we have given a memorandum to BWSSB is about distributing water aerators to the public, through the water bills, like on producing the water bills, they should be able to get the water aerators which can be fixed to the taps, and the water wastage will be very less. And also the other thing which we are going to propose it to the government is installing individual water meters in apartments and commercial complexes.
Okay.
And
What is your solution, Meenakshi, to people who are not even getting the municipal supply of water? In fact, even today, as we speak, and summers haven't hit, there are areas which are getting water tankers for daily water needs.
I feel like a lot of awareness need to be created, and demand and supply, definitely once they realize that it's not like it's an exhaustive commodity, the people will start realizing the importance of it.
Mr. Shivakumar, very quickly, I mean, beyond rainwater harvesting, what are your solutions? And we will wrap out after that.
If you kindly see my report, you see the city cannot survive on one single source of either Kaveri or any other dam water. You need to take care of minimum 3 things. One is 50% of the water may come from large reservoirs like the Kaveri river. The second one is the rainwater harvesting and groundwater recharge and reuse. The third one is the most important, which is yet to be tapped, is the reuse of used water. Any city of this magnitude, 80% of the water which is coming in will go out as sewage or the used water. It's a huge potential to treat that water and give it for the secondary users.
After this big BBC report, which has put Bangalore right up there, whether you will agree or disagree, and of course, you know, we haven't seen the basis of sounding that red alarm, at least has that woken the government up? Right now, it's an election year. Are they now cognizant of the fact that there should not be any water shortage this year? It could be actually make or break for them in the elections?
Okay, yeah, exactly, because we are just trying to prepare a special report called Water Manifesto for each and every constituency. And we are making sure that it reaches the people who are going to contest in the elections, and that will be the first priority for all of us from our side, wherein there are lakes. So that's the first priority we have just made, like rejuvenation of lakes, and also a water manifesto. What is that you are going to contribute to us towards water management to make our constituency self-sufficient in terms of water? That's what we are just asking from the candidates.
All right, so you are holding the candidates to a solution on a possible water crisis. At least we have 2 proud Bengaluru'S who are saying, look, they don't sound the red alarm, but yes, we need to do a lot. Meenakshi, Ravikrishna and Mr. Shivakumar, thank you very much for joining me on this discussion. Well, it's not just Bengaluru. Cities all over the world, from those in America to nearly every major Indian city, has been struggling with water deficits in recent years. Yes, we need better governance of our cities and clearly laid out plans to recharge our water bodies. But each one of us living in the city are equally responsible. So we are not ending the topic here. Water crisis in Indian cities as we approach summers. We'll be back on Urban Reality through the year.